Hey everybody. You know it, you know it. What's up everybody? What's up? Shout out to all the motivated women in the house tonight or in the afternoon. We're waiting on Dr. Myla to hop on and we'll bring her here too. Yo, shout out. Say hello. Let us know where you are from, where you at, where you live, what you're working on today. What's the best thing that happened to you today? I'm so excited about our wellness chat. What's up, Chicago? How are you? We're glad you're here. I see you, Dr. Myla. Just one moment. All right, everybody. Okay, so we're going to get started here in just a moment. We got a little Bruno Mars. What's up, Toronto? Where else you from, ladies? Ladies. Hey, Doc. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Let me see your moves.
I can do that.
So I'm dancing today because I got in my jeans for the first time since I've been trying for 4 months.
And you got a little room. Look at all that donkey you got back there, Marshawn.
I wish I could twerk.
Marshawn, you got a little donkey back there.
I told y'all this is going to be a fun interview. We're out here dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. I love that. I just like that lyric, dripping in finesse.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Give us a little bit, Bruno. What's that?
I said, hey, Keisha. Keisha was saying, hey.
Oh, our team. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, everybody. We're going to get started in just a second. We're just warming up just a little bit, letting everybody come on in. But tell us where you're from, where you're at, and the best thing that happened to you this week. What is the best thing that happened to you this week? Yay! Well, hi, everyone. We're so glad that you're here. My name is Marshawn Evans-Daniels. I'm a reinvention strategist. I help women upgrade their income and their influence and also their walk with God. And my favorite title in this season is that of Mama. Mm-hmm. And I started a venture this past fall in November. I launched a team called Team Godfidence. So you're going to see Team Godfidence folks here on the house. If we can figure out how to bring some of them on a little later, we might as well.
That'd be fun.
But you maybe were invited to this broadcast by somebody who was on our team, or you follow me, you follow Dr. Myla, or you're connected somehow with someone who invited you here, or you don't even know why you're here. But we know that you're here for a reason. We believe people on purpose attract people on purpose. And we're going to have a wellness chat today. So the title of our talk is Collagen and Cashflow. And so I have invited one of my favorite people. Like, I love this girl. I love this woman. I love this doctor. I love this life changer. I love this vessel from heaven. I love this lady so much. This is Dr. Myla Bennett. And if you don't know who she is and you haven't seen her on Dr. Phil or a variety of different television shows, or recognizing that she's one of the secret weapons behind a lot of the celebrities that you see in terms of how they keep their pretty. Mm-hmm. She is she's a board certified plastic surgeon. She is a mother of 3 amazing kiddos.
But I didn't have them all at the same time.
I mean, you can have, I would recommend, generally speaking, but if you want to get it out the way, you can pop out 3. You can pop out 3 at once. It's possible.
I know.
Living witness.
You did it.
Living witness right here. She has 3 kiddos. I put my hat in the ring of being the auntie of her 2 boys. And I've seen her walk through moving from Ohio to Atlanta as a physician with the whole traditional physician mindset of this is how you got to grow your career. And I've seen her come from that place of feeling where most of you probably are right now as women, believing that there's more. Mm-hmm. And not being sure how to do it. And what I admire about Dr. Myla is that she isn't limited by her degree. Mm-mm. She chose not to be limited by her degree. What I also admire about Dr. Myla is that she didn't stay in a situation and in a place just because that was the decision of her past. she decided to make new decisions to take her into a new place. And so we've worked together in the past. And when I cast this vision, I said, look, I'm about to do something a little bit new here. I want to step into e-commerce and wellness. And you know, people don't know me for this, but I have a vision of bringing together visionary women around the world that we go after our financial goals, but we're also working on really preparing our body for what we're praying for. She was the first person who said yes. And after 6 people who said no. So I honor her as a first fruit.
Oh.
And for those of you who understand the power of firsts, I will always have her back. And, you know, there's something very special about somebody who sees a vision before it actually comes into manifestation. And so she's my kind of woman. I like to make decisions that I'm operating in the revelation and not just what makes sense. And so I also watched her go through a huge spiritual evolution.
Huge.
Like massive, massive evolution. She's so much. So her healing ministry is now just beginning because she's stepping into her anointing, which extends beyond just the scalpel in her hands, but the gift of the Holy Spirit that is upon her hands. And so I'm just grateful for us to have this conversation. Now, let me ask you, and she's got a daughter that she named after herself, if that is not a boss lady. Little Myla Rose.
My little warrior.
Yeah. So have you ever had anybody introduce you like that?
No, Marshawn, no one does anything like you do.
Let me just tell you, that's because nobody loves you like me. I love you.
Yes. And you
nobody
did the
love
same
you like me. I
thing,
know
Marshawn.
you, girl.
You did the same thing. Like you were a lawyer. True. You know what I'm like? You did exactly. Yeah, exactly. You're on a journey. I was talking about this the other day. Like life, if you're truly on a journey, you're going forward all the time. You can't stay going and you kept moving. Like you allowed the Lord to make the things that were hard in your life and painful, though they were teaching points to get you to the next realm. You know what I mean? So yeah. You've been, even though I'm technically older than she is, but
like what, half a second?
Yeah, like a second, but still I'm older than you. I'm supposed to be the big sis, but she's like my big sis. And you got me together last night and I needed it.
I wasn't going to talk about that.
I don't care. I was going to talk about it because I was like, when I hung up the phone, I was like, she got me. And I needed that. And I didn't even realize, and this is the importance of not isolating ourselves completely, and having people around you, because there's not many people who can do what you did last night, because most people don't have where God is taking me. Most people around me think I'm, nuts, and they don't understand. They don't have the level of understanding of certain things spiritually that I do. And even in business, even beyond the spiritual part in business, most of the people around me, they don't really have like the kind of a business at the magnitude that I have one. And so you are one of very few people who could, you have me up against the wall.
I was sitting right here. I don't know what she's talking about.
I know, but you got me. And
well, here's the thing. It is not easy to speak truth into people's lives without humility. You can be great without humility and you'll miss. And it takes trust. Let's just be clear about that. Not everybody can speak into my life. I listen when Dr. Myla talks. I think that there are seasons where this is really what it means for iron to sharpen iron. I had called her. Oh, you remember this time last year? I was still in the hospital after having the triplets. And you just, oh my gosh, I have cried already on my live stream today, earlier this morning. But when I don't remember what we were talking about. I don't know if it was about, my stomach was.
When you had got put back in the hospital, because you had come home and then you went back. Is that the time you're talking about?
I had to have that emergency surgery. I had a clot the size of a baseball sitting in my uterus. And it didn't matter, whether it was I'm getting ready to go to New York in 2018 and I couldn't get to the doctor because it was the weekend and I had to have something done. And she said, just come into my office and I'll take care of it for you. And whether it was that or walking me through, I thought I was just calling to ask her about whether the surgeon who did my C-section, if they messed up the side. And she tells me one thing, and it was just such a beautiful, refreshing, because you know it's a lot of emotions after you have your babies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Babies.
After you have your babies, after you have your 3
And
babies,
she
it's a
said,
lot.
you know, one of the things you said, you're such a great mom.
I don't even remember saying that. Mm.
It was the first time I heard that, because it was my first time being a
Mm.
mom. And you said I was so strong. And here I was so weary from pregnancy. So I really do admire who you are and what you stand for as somebody who is not just interested in our physical appearance, but really caring about women from the inside out. So with that being said, no,
Trying to make me cry, Marshawn.
I know I'm good at it. I make myself, but it's
Trying
it's
to
an
hold it
emotional
back.
week. Like the girls were born this month. Our team is having a record month. And let me say, before we dive into this conversation, we're going to talk about wellness here. We're going to shift the conversation, talk about wellness. She and I can have our little love fest, but I think it's important to honor women in public, in front of other women, and to normalize that, where it's not just a bio that's read, but it's a heart connection, because this is what Mary and Elizabeth, I believe, had with each other and what we don't have as women. It is so important for us to have safe circles, to have conversation, growth, transparency, to make money together, which we do,
Yes.
to walk in wellness together, and to grow in our understanding of the gospel and in our ability to lead others to heaven. Like, why can't we do all that in the same space?
Yes.
And that's the vision that we have for Team Godfidence. And I say we because I said it and then she jumped into it. And so there's some giveaways that we have that are happening today. So we're going to be talking about a few things. We're going to share with you some wellness products as well that kind of connect to what we're talking about. If you watch this on the replay, the giveaways are really only for today, but the information that is contained is timeless. And whoever invited you to hear this conversation, they think highly of you in terms of your potential entrepreneurially, or they think highly of your future in terms of your body and wellness. They just believe that this will help you to believe bigger and live bolder in some area of your life. Okay. Yeah. So we'll get into the giveaways in just a moment, but why don't you just tell us a little bit about kind of your approach to beauty and pretty, and you have your own practice. So why don't you just talk to us a little bit about your approach to pretty and beauty?
So the very first thing I ever trademarked was a phrase that I said when I was in a patient encounter, and it just kind of fell out of my mouth, and it really embodies what I kind of how I work, and it's preserve your pretty. Like, I think that, life, children, stress, bad habits, all kind of things wear away at our body as we get older, and I'm really of the mindset that we need to keep what we have good for as long as we can by taking care of it. And then specifically, I realized the importance of a woman looks more beautiful when she's happy. A woman looks more beautiful when she is at peace. When people are weary, like, even though they may be smiling, like, you can see it. Or if people are sad, or like, you can see that stuff. And so I really try to help women truly be beautiful from the inside out. And I also am really a proponent of natural appearing things. So even though I'm a plastic surgeon.
That's interesting. As a natural appearance, I mean, you want to make people look natural. What do you mean by natural? Because you don't usually hear that from plastic surgeons.
Right. I'm an anomaly in that regard also. So, a lot of things that people, especially now, we're in, like, things have just gotten really kind of out of whack, kind of, for lack of a better word, in plastic surgery, and it's being used in ways that I don't think it was intended when it was created. Making people look like artificial on purpose and stuff like that. I think that women are beautiful in all the different shapes, sizes, colors. Like, there's beauty in all of it. And then to try to make everyone look the same, or make everyone look like something that's not even real, like, that's not my kind of style of thing. I try to restore. Plastic surgery comes from the Greek word plastikos, which means to shape or form. And what we do is restore form and function. So if I'm making you look like a totally different person or making you look not like a person at all, then that's kind of like, I don't like to do those types of things. And I've also discovered that a person who wants to look like somebody else or wants to look like something that's not even human has issues that need to be dealt with in their heart and in their mind.
Yeah. So can you tell, what did plastic mean again? What was the root word and what was the definition?
It comes from the Greek word plastikos, plastikos, which means to shape or form. It doesn't mean, people think plastic, they think it means it's plastic, but that's not what it means. It's not for what a lot of folks are using it for right now. And it's, it's just, so I feel like my voice, because a lot of the women who are being hurt by it are women like me. And so I feel like being an expert in this area, it's important for me to share this and make people aware so that they don't fall victim to some of these things. Because they're not doing it on purpose. People want to be seen, they want to be heard, they want to be, and they want to fit in. And so they, you end up getting sucked into this vortex of badness. And so I just try to, help people see what's happening so that they don't fall into it.
Sure. So I know you said sucked because you suck a lot of cellulite out of people, but you would make more if you just did what the patient asked for, assuming even that it was,
Absolutely.
A lot of stuff we see on these shows, I don't even know how it's ethical to do that. And people doctor hop to find the person, then they go to other countries and then they have, so you would make more though if you just did what the patient asked for, even if it was considered technically safe. Are there times where people come and sit before you and they want something done? It's not unethical to do the surgery, but you refuse to?
Absolutely. I just did that to somebody last month. Actually, I did it to 2 people last month. On the same day, I literally lost my whole day of income. One of them, listen, the whole God-fearing thing is supposed to be taken literally. And if the Holy Spirit tells me no, and the Holy Spirit not going with me in there, I'm not going. So
she said,
listen here, I don't play with no Holy Ghost.
This is her no.
Not going.
Here's the thing, because in the world we live in today, most people don't say no to money.
I say no,
right?
All the time.
People don't say no to money. So let's talk a little bit about collagen.
I love
a little bit about collagen, right? I know you see her face smile. It was almost like you said a child.
Because I legit love it. Like I for real love it.
So you have, talk to us just about what collagen is first. Just educate, because not everybody understands it. I certainly didn't. I thought collagen was what my white sisters
put in their
lips to get fuller lips. That's really what I thought it was. I didn't know that we're made out of it.
Right. And we don't inject it into people anymore. So a long time ago that used to be done, but that's not. Now we may do things to induce collagen production. I do a lot of things to induce collagen production. Like my whole field is centered around collagen. Because why? Because like you said, our whole bodies are made of it. It's the most abundant protein in our body. Like everything is made from it. So when you heal, the scar is collagen. When you create a baby, they're made up of collagen. It's fetal collagen, but collagen no less. Like everything, bones, skin, your joints, your muscles have collagen in it. Your hair, like the constituents of collagen are also found in keratin, which makes hair. So that's why it makes our hair grow, because we have hydrolyzed collagen formulation. So it basically gives you all the building blocks to make more hair, because it's the same building blocks. It's just like, hair is like the garage, and keratin is like the garage, and collagen is like the house, but they all are made of bricks.
Okay.
Because hair
these examples, y'all. Yeah. She be doing this. She's like, okay, so I knew we were going to get some kind of visual. But let's hear it again. What's the house and what's the garage?
So our formulation is hydrolyzed collagen, meaning it's broken up into small pieces.
You mean the collagen that we sell?
Yes. Because collagen is a big protein. Huh?
Go ahead.
It's a really big protein, so it can't really cross your gut into your bloodstream intact. So it's hydrolyzed, and that's why we have such a great absorption rate, because it's broken down into the, so it's like taking, like say if you built a house with a bunch of Legos, instead of trying to carry this big Lego mansion, it's like our collagen is breaking up the Lego mansion into little individual Legos.
Smaller.
Right. So you can go and build the same Lego mansion, or you can build a smaller house and a garage. So like collagen is the house, keratin is the garage. It's the same. It's made from the same stuff, all made from those Legos. So hydrolyzed collagen is like the Legos of, it breaks it down into all the little pieces so that we can make what we need to make. I'm doing these collagen inducing treatments in the office, right? But if a person is depleted of collagen and I'm trying to make them make it, it's like saying, here's the plans for building the house, but there's no bricks there, or there's only enough bricks to build the front of the house. So a lot of people are walking around with not quite enough bricks to even do what they're trying to do.
Wow. And so they're doing they're doing nutrition, maybe working out, they're trying other things, and they don't have they're doing things, but they're not getting progress.
They're not getting progress because the things they need to build they don't have enough of it. Like you need some more bricks.
Okay. Now I've learned a whole new vernacular. Yeah. We got Legos and bricks. Okay.
We can just pick one. Pick Legos or bricks. But you see, like, it's the building block.
A lot of people have started to hear about powdered collagen. Right?
Right.
So talk to us about powdered collagen and the difference between it and liquid, and then what happens when you do get the higher grade into your bloodstream, that kind of thing.
So I think the biggest thing is if it's hydrolyzed or not. And I don't know how those powder formulations are made. I know that our formulation is very pure and broken down to the point where we can really pretty much absorb almost all of it.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when people are taking some of these other forms of collagen that are less expensive, there's a reason why it's less expensive, because it costs money to break it up into the small pieces that we can actually.
So let me stop you right there before you keep going. So with powdered, you have to put it in a liquid format because you can't eat the powder. Right. So if you're having to make it go through a second process.
Yes.
But then you're mixing it with a smoothie. So does your gut and does your body have to work harder to break the fruits down? And is it getting diluted at all when you're putting it in a smoothie? That's a good point. Or on the inside of a coffee when it's not necessarily designed for that?
That's a really good point. And yes, so there's if it's pure, the other thing too is when we take it, if you hold it in your mouth for it, which I usually don't because it's good and I look up and I've just swallowed it. But if you hold it in your mouth for, like 10 seconds or something beforehand, some of that will go straight into your bloodstream from your tongue, and it avoids this process called first pass. So you get even more of it into it because it gets straight into your blood without needing to pass through your gut and liver. So you get.
What's first pass? First pass, we're bypassing it.
Because normally when you eat something or ingest something or take a medication, it goes into your belly, into your stomach, then into your intestines, but it goes through your liver before it gets to your bloodstream. And so it starts to get metabolized. When we take it in our formulation, since it's hydrolyzed, when we put it in our mouths, some of it gets absorbed in our tongue and goes straight to our bloodstream and skips our liver. So it doesn't get metabolized first.
And
that's so unless you get even more.
Yes, you get absorption faster. Okay, so powdered, a lot of people are on powder. One of the reasons that I like being able to share about the liquid collagen is because, look, if you're already using it and you're seeing results with an inferior version,
it's going to be so much better with the other one.
And by the time you blend it in your smoothie and do all of that, we just use 1 tablespoon. Right? So liquid absorbs ours, I think you explained it, absorbs 90%. At 90 to 100%. Powder absorbs at only 30%. It's like trying to absorb a big Lego block as opposed to a smaller molecule Lego.
Yes. It's like the Legos have been so the Legos put together, you're trying to absorb that, and we are absorbing them broken up into small pieces so it can pass through easier.
Okay, so we've gotten it tinier, it's getting in faster. So I'm thinking of did y'all watch Ant-Man?
I don't know Ant-Man.
In the Marvel, it's like Ant-Man is really big, but then when he turns into a his superpower is turning small. And so Ant-Man can go, when he's trying to fight all these villains,
Yes.
he can go super small. He can go up the nose, through the ears, down the
Yes.
tongue, and he can go
Yes.
and do things that nobody else can get to because he's so tiny. So
Yes.
now I understand collagen is like Ant-Man, but they also have, what was it? The Wasp, I think, was the woman. So we'll go with the Wasp. The Wasp, when Wasp is superpower, she can do the same thing. She gets super tiny and she can do all of those things.
Yes.
As opposed to it being more difficult for your body to have to deal with.
Right. So it'll just pass straight through. That's why it's not really effective to apply collagen topically.
Oh,
so like
yeah.
it's it's too big to absorb.
Got it.
So collagen is more effective when it's consumed. And it's more effective if it's hydrolyzed. If it's not hydrolyzed, it's not really, you really need it to be hydrolyzed for it to actually do something.
Okay. So all collagen is not created equal.
At all.
All collagen isn't sourced the right way. This one has 7 international patents. 7 international patents. And tell me a little bit about how you've incorporated this with your patients, and then also as you share on social media, why don't you just invite people to come in and get treatments, because they cost more, right? Versus you could the scalpel or the syringe, you would make a lot more than having people do a bottle, right, for a couple tablespoons a day.
Well, the reason that question is loaded, that. So
I did go to law school. I do know.
You're so brilliant. So the first thing is, my motivation is not money. If my motivation were money, a lot of things would be very different. I like money. I want money, but I have not made money an idol. So I won't do anything for money. Money is not evil, but the love of money is. So that's that part. My patients, I tell my patients, a lot of my patients are on it because it goes hand in hand with what I do. Like it supports the treatments that I offer if I'm offering them treatments. So it's gonna make, if I'm having someone come in for $1,000 microneedling radio frequency treatment, if they're taking collagen, they're gonna get a better effect from it because they have enough building blocks to actually make the collagen that I'm trying to make them produce with this machine I'm putting on their face. Because most of the treatments that I offer in my medical spa, most of them are doing something to induce collagen production. But if you don't have no bricks or no Legos to build it. So I put kind of everybody on it. Like most of my patients are on it at this point.
So what about, so what about collagen? Because we offer 4 different types of collagen that you can ingest. And I don't know if you're at your office or at your house.
I'm at my house.
Okay, because her office, y'all, is literally, it's like a med spa, but it's so much better because it's just incredible. It's so fancy. She got crystals hanging everywhere. Like not crystals like spiritual crystals. I'm talking about
no.
And we don't do
like
that.
Chandeliers, crystals. Yeah, we don't do that.
Of thing.
Yeah.
Total glammed out. Glammed out. You walk in and you feel like you're definitely in a place of luxury. One of the most beautiful physician's office. It doesn't even look like a physician's office. Just, it looks like an event facility.
I like pretty stuff. I wanted it to be pretty.
Hey, it's in your bloodstream. You can only be who you actually are, right? And Adara Bella, the name of her song, her practice means pretty, pretty.
Yes, you helped me come up with that name.
I remember she was like, do I call it Adara or do I call it Bella? Or Bella or Adara? Like, I was standing on the level right above us, looking out at the back window here. This was 2016?
Yep.
Wow.
No, it was 2015. It was 2015. It was like April of 2015.
2015. Okay. This was right before you moved here.
Right before, yep.
Because I remember you were talking.
It was our very first call after I signed up in your Amplify
coaching program.
Yep. It was our very first session.
Our strategy session. And I said, well, what about Adara Bella? And she goes,
and I was like,
oh. You can tell when the babies are born in the idea realm. And it's like, oh, now I'm about to go give birth to it because you know what you're going to name it. So for people who have a variety of different conditions, right? whether, and I'm not asking you to prescribe or give specific things, but can it help when you're trying to recover? So I have women who, because I talk a little bit more now about my fibroid surgery. And when your body is replenishing, or even post-pregnancy, any kind of surgical, I mean, everyone's a little different. So don't take this as a prescription. You need to ask your physician that's responsible for your care about what, and also understand what could possibly interact with your medications. And they know your full history, right? But are there certain things that it can help with in terms of recalibrating or rejuvenating the body?
Yes. So healing surgeries requires collagen. That's the thing. Like, it really it's I really can't even think of a reason why it would be a problem, because we need the stuff that's in it. So if someone's got a lot of medical problems or something like that, I would tell them to use the Pure, because it's got less stuff in it, but it's got your collagen in there. You know,
she talks about this. I'll lift them up, okay? Because I have all of them. So this is the Pure collagen.
Right. And so you don't have to be 4 kinds. Pure, which is the purest one. It's got the least amount of other things in it. But then the other ones have ingredients that support whatever. It's like, got ceramides in it. It's got other, but some of those things might not be the best for you if you're like pregnant or something like that. So you can always take, most people can take Pure. That's the one. If you're not sure what to get Pure. And it's still going to help with everything. It's still going to help your skin. It's still going to help your hair. It's still going to help your joints. It's still going to help your everything.
Yep. My mom, she had those 2 small bowel reconstruction surgeries. She used to have, like, you're supposed to have, what, your intestine's supposed to be like 20 feet long, something like that?
30, I think it's like 30 feet.
Hers is now down. She had 2 surgeries. She's now down to 5, right?
Oh, she has short gut. Yeah.
Now, yes. So with that, digestion is important, but like rebuilding her body. I remember, y'all, I had to call Dr. Myla when the surgeon really screwed my mom up. And I had to basically do a procedure in the house, right? And she was like, you should have called me first. I could have walked you. I had to literally see my mom's stomach open. Like, it was a whole, I don't even know how doctors, but your mind had, and I was like, how, outside of just the healing, the wound vac and all those things, what other things could I do? I didn't know about this at the time, right? But I wanted something that was really gentle on her. Plus, she's older, and her joints crack when she goes up and down the stairs.
Yes.
So if you've got any kind of pre-existing condition, if you've got thyroid, kidney issues, the one you want to look at first is Pure. Also, if you're pregnant or nursing or trying to conceive,
keto.
Good point. Keto. If you can't have any sugar, if you've got diabetes, this would be the one that you would want to look into.
And ask your doctor if it's okay.
And ask your doctor if it's okay, right? We're not saying this is what you should take, but this is how we make when people are asking, like, which one is the right one for me? Because I know some of you are going to watch this on the replay and you're going to be like, well, which one do I need? So Pure is great. I've tasted it too. I'm like half a bottle here.
I haven't tasted it. I have one, but I haven't opened it.
It's sweet.
Oh, it's
sweet as well, but it has no sugar in it. And it's a different kind of sweet. If you're on the broadcast, could you call my mommy real quick and tell her that I'm on a broadcast? And that's why I can't
she just tried to call
she keeps calling. My mommy's called me like 4 times. So Pure is that one. So this one, though, it is pregnancy and nursing, considered pregnancy and nursing safe. Can we talk about Life? The Life collagen?
So Life, this one is good for, I'm not, I take this one, but I didn't pay attention to why this one was better. I don't even want to start lying.
Oh, I know this one.
Okay, you tell me that one. I take it every evening. Look,
well, let me bring you to, I'm an MD now.
You can be the MD on
I'm
this
an MD. I used to be a JD. I married a JD. I no longer practice law. I married a JD, and now I'm an MD. Okay, Mrs. Daniels. So let me just tell you about what I understand. So here's why I started the Life, is because of my joints. So I've never really had joint issue or pain, a little bit from dance and ballet and competitive baton twirling. And if I had known this as a preteen, I would have been doing it then when I was doing sports and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
But I had trouble picking up the triplets when they were around just like 7-8 pounds, just picking up one baby. I remember us going to the doctor for our 3-month appointment and bending over the car seat to try to reach to one of the babies. And my shoulder just hurt all through here. I just had all this discomfort. And then I'm getting scared. I remember Karen and I, the one I just asked to call my mom, Karen had her last baby at 50. She pushed 3 babies out, not at the same time, but all of them she pushed out. No C-section. And she and I were talking about being later in life. I was 40, having my triplets, and just our bodies feeling like we can be well for the journey. So I was like, this is what I've been trying, and it has helped. Not only helped, I don't feel the discomfort anymore. I just had to set the girls up in their seat while the nanny was getting we all jump in here. It's a team effort with 3 babies. So I picked 2 up at the same time with my arms, but before I couldn't even lift up with my knees. So I'm like, I can't pick up 2 because I got to put one hand down to brace myself to pick up 1. And this is when they were 7 pounds. Now they're 25 pounds apiece.
I know your babies are big, honey.
It's a blessing because they were considered preemie. And I'm like, preemie what? Preemie
yeah,
where,
preemie. Right? They're like, bye.
Basically, I don't know if y'all can hear them, but they sound like little elephants. So just to be able to pick them up. So for real, I look at life, and it says it on here. It focuses on joint health and cardiovascular. So proactively for heart health. Which is
probably why I can do burpees now. I just been telling everybody about my burpees, honey. I'm proud of that. And I didn't think I could I didn't think I would ever do that again. And I was completely blown away when I did it. And I would have never even tried to do it. But my sister, who's a workout junkie, she is all about her fitness, and she's in wonderful, excellent health. And she's very disciplined about what she eats and everything. And so she does live stream sessions of workouts. And normally I'll get on her live stream, but I'm in the bed, eating or something, watching them exercise. So she said, Myla, are you just watching? Are you in the bed watching, or are you exercising? And I was like, I'm exercising. So she pulls me onto the screen and makes me work out with her, right? And we get toward the end. I'm like, but I did everything. And at the end, she's like, okay, now 5 burpees. And I was like, I can't do no burpee. You know me. I'm like, I can't do no burpee. And I'm already upset because I'm, 20 minutes into this workout. She said, well, just try. Here's the modification.
She tries it after 20 minutes? I'm like, you need to try this at the beginning.
Look, I was tripping. So she was like, after 20 minutes, she was tripping. So she's like, just try. Here's the modification. You can do the modified one, but you're going to do it. That's what she said. So I'm like, I go down, and I was planning to put one leg back at a time for the modification. But when I went down so easy that in my head, I'm like, just try it. And I threw my legs back, pulled them back up, jumped up. I was like, I did it. And I did all 5 with no problem. She was like, you did those better than I did. I could not believe it. It was this. It had to be this.
Heart health, cardiovascular health. And for women, heart disease is a big thing that we have to be aware of, and especially women of color. And so this is how I usually recommend life. And that's what I have to tell you as an MD.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for helping me understand why I can do burpees too.
I'm happy to help prescribe at any time. This one is considered pro bono. It's fine. So we've got Pure, we've got Life. Now let me tell all of the collagens. We've got 2 more to go through that are liquid, and then we'll talk to you about the one that helps with weight loss. All of them have the same proprietary matrix of the high-grade collagen. It's the cleanest filtration and extraction process in the world. It's extracted from a chicken sternum. So it's considered vegan and vegetarian friendly because it never touches the bloodstream. But most collagen that most people are comes from carcasses, hooves, bone, body parts. You cannot rule out that it's passing any kind of infection or disease because it is in the bloodstream. And the standards around it aren't pretty universal. And so outside of you boiling your own bones and getting your own collagen that way, this is literally the highest grade collagen in the world. Okay, so this one, we'll save the most popular one for last. So the next one, I don't know if you know a lot about sport.
I don't know a ton about it. I know I just had somebody. I just got somebody on sport because he's really into fitness and working out. So I just assumed that they're I'm not the.
She focuses on the pretty one, the skin.
I'm focused on skin. I'm like,
That's our favorite. That's the favorite one. And we're giving away a free bottle of skin today for people who place an order today.
Ooh, that's
She's
a
been
good one.
she's been in the office all day, consulting
So I don't know
clients
anything.
so she didn't even know that we're doing this as a team, but we're giving
I'm like,
away a
ooh.
bottle of skin. We're also giving away we're giving away some body firming foam as well too, but you got to place your order today. And you want to place your order with whoever invited you here today. Okay?
Yes.
Even if you're watching this on the replay, if someone sent you this replay and it wasn't us, go to the person who sent you this video, because we just operate not only from an abundant mindset, but as a team, as Team Godfidence, we literally operate as a sisterhood. And we're having our biggest month. But here's the most special thing. You know Keisha, right?
I love Keisha.
She's Keisha's. Okay, don't let me forget to tell the story about Keisha today and Megan and how they had all of us in tears.
Oh,
in the chat thread.
I miss everything.
It's okay. You're changing lives. We got you. We got you. But I was glad we got you today, this afternoon. I was like, she probably doesn't work late on Friday. So
I don't.
So sport is for you if you're athletic, if you're working out a lot. It helps with muscle
recovery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Muscle recovery, and it fuels your physical performance. It also helps with your tendons, joints, ligaments, and your tendons, joints, ligaments, and muscles. I already said muscles. Yep. Mm-hmm. So it is this. A lot of teenagers, a lot of moms have been getting this for their teenagers who are in dance, who are in contact sports, really any kind of sport. And you really want to ask your doctor again in terms of how young, but it just kind of depends. So, but I know that it's, if you go on the page, you'll see that it's also approved for anyone who's playing in professional level sports. It's considered a healthy supplement that's not going to compromise any kind of testing issues of their eligibility, from MLB, golf, soccer, swimming, all the things. So this is for those of you who are working out every day and you still, So the collagen is the same in all of them, but they each have different ingredients. So like when we were talking about the Life has 13 phytonutrient rich superfoods. Do you know what resveratrol means?
That helps with anti-aging. It's really good with resveratrol.
Oh, is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Resveratrol.
I think that's what, let me see. I think that's what you're trying to say.
Resveratrol.
Yeah, resveratrol. That's good for a lot of skincare has that in it too.
Okay. So resveratrol
Go Dr. Marshawn.
Indeed, Marshawn is in the Life and also the skin. So real quick recap. Life helps with joints and cardiovascular. Pure is total body as well. It's going to help with your skin, hair, and nails, but it's sugar-free, 0 calories. It also tastes great, and great if you have any pre-existing conditions. Sport is for muscle performance, recovery, and muscle recovery, mental performance. It boosts memory. That's one of the things, the reason why I'm thinking about trying it this summer when I really get on my workout routine.
Go boost memory also.
Say again?
Go boost memory also.
Oh yeah, that's right. So we have a product called Go, which is a nootropic, and it helps with energy. So you take it every day?
Yes.
Wow.
Sometimes twice a day. Yep, I take it every day. That's why, that's my boo. Go is my boo.
I don't know if I have one with me.
I could go grab mine real fast if you want me to. I got a whole.
I want you to talk about. I'll do it while you talk. Let's talk about the skin.
My favorite.
Look at she just looks like we brought one of her kids up.
That is one of my kids.
This is the skin liquid collagen, and some people are asking about, is it okay for pregnancy? This is the one that's not recommended if you're actively pregnant or nursing. It has ceramides in it, which is not considered safe for children. So why don't you talk a little bit about
it's really great for skin.
What it helps with.
Right. So ceramide is really great for your skin. It helps with barrier function. And why that's significant is all the hydration that we get from the hyaluronic acid and from keeping ourselves hydrated. We don't want it to just evaporate through the surface of your skin because you don't have strong barrier function. So having a good skin barrier keeps the hydration inside of the skin cells so that your skin cells are nice and juicy like a grape. As opposed to a raisin. Dried out like a raisin, honey.
So when we have wrinkly skin, it's kind of like raisin skin. It's sagging, it's wrinkling because it's not hydrated and it's not
deflated.
And it's what?
It's deflated. Like the raisin is like deflated.
So with babies, because you've got 3 kiddos too, like their skin is so supple and so soft. Is that because they're just full of collagen?
Yes, they have, and the types of collagen. So collagen comes in multiple types, and as we get older, we have less of the, like, there's when babies are first born, they have fetal collagen. They have a lot of fetal collagen because there's all this, like, almost like metamorphosis, the way you go from an embryo to a baby. And if a baby has a surgery inside of the mother's womb, like if they have to do something to the baby while they're pregnant, and then there's a scar on the baby's belly, and then put them back in there and let them keep cooking, and then they're born, they will be born without a scar, because fetal collagen is that aggressive in how it, once we get older, mostly we're made up of type 1 and 2 collagen, but there's different types. There's like, I think it might be 5 or 6, but they have a different makeup of collagen. And so, and then their skin has also not been damaged by the sun, and they're still producing a lot of collagen. So like our children, they don't need this. They're producing it constantly. Right. As we hit like the age 25, 30, we start to produce less of it, and we start to degrade more of it. That's just part of the aging process. So that's why we need this boost. Little kids don't really need this boost.
Because we start losing it. So my understanding is, tell me if this is right, we start losing the natural production of it after a certain age, and we lose a certain percentage every year.
Yes.
And what this does, your body first recognizes it like its own because it's so similar to our own collagen. So not all collagen is created equal.
Nope.
Right? There's a reason why collagen is cheaper at the grocery store or in a bottle of fruit juice, whatever. The collagen, you're going to see it everywhere, but the grade of it is different. So if you're losing it, this one is, it's almost like your body's like, oh, we're doing this again.
Yes.
It's almost like when you're in the emergency room and someone has to be revived back to life to get the heart to do what the heart's supposed to do. It's almost, I look at this like a jump start, like a regular jump start.
It is. It's a jump start, and it's all, just remember, it's a jump start. And part of how we're jump started is the fact that we actually have the stuff there to build it. Like that's the key. We actually have the goods to build it. We're the stuff that happens with aging, I don't know what the allotments are, but I know that as we hit late 20s, early 30s, we don't make as much of it, and we don't have as much of the building block, and we actually go and break down more of it. Like we start, the aging process causes us to actually go and be like, let me just demolish this house. and when we demolish the house, we carry the bricks off and throw them away. Like they're not, so that's kind of how it allows us to actually have the things that we need to build it. And it stimulates us building.
Yeah. Got it. Okay. So look at all of these as a booster, because your body basically recognizes as its own. Now, there is a promotion that is happening right now where you can save $30 off. Now, when you watch this on this replay, that promo will probably not be in place. But anytime you become a customer for the first time from anybody on our team who invited you here, you get $10 off your first order. So that's why you want to order from them. But also, if you actually believe in empowering women, why would you go, first of all, just to the general site? Why would you go to Amazon? Why would you go to eBay? Why would you go and empower billionaires as opposed to really being directly supporting a woman-owned business that puts milk in her baby's mouth, food on her table, if you're going to get it anyway?
And who took the time to sit here and teach you about it. Like we're, you know what I mean? Like we're teaching and helping people, and then it's just not why would somebody
the mindset behind that to me is very telling about how we don't really support, like it's just an interesting mindset to learn, grow, and glean from someone, to have the opportunity to actually iron sharpen in that space, but then to go and find the cheapest option. Like how cheap is our mind to actually just say, oh, to undercut? I don't understand that.
But you know what else, Marshawn? Some people kind of get what they get when they do that sometimes, because it's so many crooks out here. I remember
someone could have peed in your bottle. I want you to visually see that when you order. Someone could have peed.
They could have did anything, and it might not even be that. Like I had this lady when I used to carry this other skincare line before I had Pretty RX, and she went and bought the whole system offline. And she came into my office to try to saying this stuff is not working. I spent $200 and something on this and it's not working. And what she bought was about $700 worth of products, but she got it for $200. $200 is a lot of money for something to not work. And I'm looking at the bottles and it looked so much like the regular bottles, but it was something that was off about it. And I couldn't put my finger on it. And then after about 10 minutes, I'm like, this isn't, it was missing the active ingredient. They had mimicked the packaging.
Someone
and everything
knocked you off.
Yes, and they put crap in there, and so it was really $200 was expensive to be rubbing mayonnaise on your face.
Mayonnaise.
I was like, I'm like, this ain't real.
We're about to get off into a whole nother conversation here.
I'm just saying that's expensive. It seems.
Look, but it also is just a matter. I think it does matter, like how you approach. This is a season of women, first generation, creating income for their families. So it's just something to think about. And if you have been just generally on the site, consider finding a woman, right? Maybe the one who sent you this video, that you can become a customer. You can become her customer, right? Because every woman who does this for a reason. One, they're on a wellness journey themselves. They're bringing other women along, and they are also utilizing this so that they can stay home with their family.
Take care of their family.
We judge a lot of people who don't work in corporate America. We judge a lot of people who don't do the kinds of jobs that we have deemed to be good ones on the internet. But I think what I have learned about direct selling is that it has attracted the most faith-filled people I know in entrepreneurship.
Our group is so, I love our team. Like I really, really love our team. And I actually haven't been a part of a team. And this is legit. I have not been a part of a team ever that actually I look forward to going when I'm working all day. I look forward to going and seeing what I miss in the chat. I look forward to praising my sisters when they make wins. Even the people who are new and fledgling in the business and they're like, I got my first customer. They inspire me. Like literally, when I had my biggest sales day, it was from a person who was new to the company, our girl Keisha. Like literally, Keisha inspired me.
Is this close from Platinum 3, by the way. Like
exactly.
She just hit Platinum 2 like 24 hours ago, and is about to like hit the super top of the comp plan.
Keisha.
Here I told you I would tell you a Keisha story real quick.
What Keisha do? I love her.
Keisha says, hey, do you think I should make the run for Platinum 3? It's the last day of the month. She's been pressing. She's encouraging our whole team. She encouraged you that you had your biggest day in a single day. You helped 55 people.
That was 55 new people. That wasn't even the old people who bought that day.
It was
and
new
Keisha,
who is new to the team, right? Inspired you.
Yes.
So Keisha asked this. Megan McSwain, who's in Texas, all of our team is all over. We have team members in Australia, Canada, all throughout the UK. We have Celie, who's on, former Miss Black USA. I see her commenting in the chat. She's in Paris. She's in France right now. She's on our team. So literally women all over, different backgrounds, different ethnicities. And so Megan, Caucasian woman, who's a new mom, and her little baby's name is Maya. She's so sweet. And Megan messages Keisha. I don't know if they call, I don't know what, but I know that Keisha is on saying, I am in tears now because of the prayer you just prayed for me, Megan. And see, she's saying it right now on she messaged you and prayed for you. I mean, you know, when I had this convo with you, Dr. Myla, and I said, I want to put together a team of women who are in e-commerce, who are passionate about wellness and clean living, because I know the journey I went on to bring my babies here. And I want to help women to make money, and I want to help them to have a community. Why can't we have all that in the same space? And I said, so this is what I'm doing. Let me know if you need to pray about it. And what did you say?
I already prayed about it, and then you called. So I didn't need to pray again. I'm like, I don't need to pray. Where's the link? I didn't even know how much it was going to cost. You were like, you need to, I'm like, I don't need to pray. I already had prayed about something like I was praying for that. I didn't even know it was that, but when it showed up, I knew that was what it was. Like, I'm really in this place of radical obedience to what God says. And if he sends it, I'm doing it. I don't ask a lot of questions, because when you start asking all these questions, that's how the devil gets you to talk yourself out of what God is trying to tell you to do. So I don't ask questions, because he doesn't do things logically. He doesn't do things logically. He doesn't think the way we think. He knows more than we know. He knows where he's trying to take us, so he understands how it fits. And I have been praying about another revenue stream of this type for ever since I had stopped with the other company. And so I'm like, I was waiting. And so when you called, it was, I already knew I didn't need to pray again. I needed to start. I needed to act.
Hold on. I need a t-shirt. I didn't need to pray again.
I didn't need to pray again.
I needed to start.
When the Lord gave Elijah assignments, Elijah didn't pray after the Lord gave him the assignment. Elijah would get up and go and do what the Lord said. And that's how it was. All of the prophets, when they would pray, then the Lord would speak, and then they would do. It wasn't pray, Lord, speak, me pray again to see if I'm going to listen to what the Lord said. He ain't about to keep telling you the same thing over and over again. He ain't got time for that.
I'm about to tell. I have something to tell you.
What?
I have something to tell you. Do you know that you know what we're striving for today?
We hit it.
No, we're almost.
Oh. Say it, Marshawn. What is it?
Y'all, we are a brand new team. Let me just tell you a couple things before I tell you this, give you some context. We are a brand new team of women.
Oh.
We are a brand new team. And I am honored that these women have decided to go on a journey with me. I've never done this before. Literally never done this before. It makes no sense to my brand as a business coach who's built a multi-million-dollar business. Some people look at those when you get in direct sales and like, is their money okay? Is everything okay over there with Marshawn?
That's what they said to me. I'm like, I don't care.
Like, what's wrong? And that's why I say people looked at Noah the same way. Because he was building an ark before the rain. And what we have done in a short period of time, in our first month, we hit a $1.5 million revenue trajectory.
Jesus.
Each of us is an independent business owner, but we build our income together, right? And when the company that we have partnered with, so what I like about the way we partner is that we don't have to invent this. You have a whole product line of skincare. It takes time to formulate, to get packaging, to do all of that. So everyone can't get that level of entry and momentum like right away, right? And so it takes time, sometimes years, to be able to do that, plus the knowledge to formulate it, and then all the things you have to deal with. The reason why I like this model, I'm going to tell you why we believe this is a business in a box. We've talked to you about collagen, right? But we did say that we were going to talk about collagen and cash flow. Because I believe the real Proverbs 31 woman wants everything because she was designed for it. She wants to be a woman who is healthy. She wants her babies.
Yes.
Right? She wants her children. She wants to be an example for them. She wants to create legacy wealth. She wants to employ people and to empower people. And so the way I look at this team, when I saw the opportunity, I looked at it. I had just watched while I was recovering. Can't remember if the babies were born, or it all kind of blurs together in the first year. I feel like you're pregnant for like 2 years. It's like the year you're pregnant and then the year they're coming up that first birthday. But I watched Self-Made, the story of Madam C.J. Walker, the first Black female millionaire in America.
I need to watch that.
She creates this product. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. And she created this hair product for Black women. And she did something that was necessary for them. They didn't have good hair care products. We really are only now in this century, decade, really coming into really great hair products for Black women. But back then she created something. She wanted it to get to more people. So she empowered women so that they didn't have to create their own product. and they didn't have to start from scratch, and they didn't have to do it by themselves. And so she empowered them by, she took care of the product. She took care of the formulation, the packaging, the inventory, and all they had to do was go and do demonstrations and share it with other people. And what she did is she empowered them to become entrepreneurs. And so part of the mission of my life was a threefold mission: to help women believe bigger, live bolder, and profit higher. And so when I was in the NICU with my babies, I saw this woman who was a mama of twins that were in the severe part of the NICU. And they were there before we got there, and they were there after we left. And she was a young Black woman, worked really hard. She was probably in her 20s. And, you know, they were real fertile then.
Right.
And she was there every day, but she had this backpack on. And, you know, it's in the middle of the pandemic. And she was walking in hot. You know, it's May. And she, I watched her come in and wash up, because we all had to scrub before we could go in to see our babies. And I remember her, she was coming from work every day. And I remember I didn't have to go to work. Yeah. I could be at that hospital anytime I wanted without ever having to think. I didn't have to ask
to worry
permission
about money, right,
from somebody else. I didn't have to worry about the money.
Right.
If I had to pay out of pocket, I could have.
Right.
You know? And so, but I was like, she may not want to be a speaker, author, or coach. She might never want to write a book and be in a coaching program. I may not be able to help her in the way that I normally help women build businesses. And my heart was opened. It was that moment. I remember standing at the bowl, getting ready to scrub underneath my nails, right? While my belly is still looking like I'm pregnant. People kept telling me, congratulations. I'm like, the womb, like the tomb, like the womb is empty now, but it just looks full. It was big. It stretched out a lot. And I thought, what could I do for her? And so when I saw this, I didn't pray about it. I was sitting in this seat, actually. And I said, the person who told it to me, they said what their income goal was and how it's going to help moms put milk on the table, because this business pays out every day, twice a day, instantly. So if you make a sale before 6 p.m., you get paid after 6 p.m. If you make a sale after 6 p.m., you get paid first thing in the morning. That's real economic empowerment. So I don't care about who judges. I care about women stepping into what they want and being able to be with their kids, whether you want to homeschool, whatever it is. Or if you just want to bring extra money in, or if you're also wanting to empower other women. That's what I loved about this model. So with that being said, this we feel is a business in a box. And again, Team Godfidence, we're a team of visionary women who are in e-commerce and wellness. And here are the things that this business enables you to have where you don't have to start from scratch, okay? And if you're in Team Godfidence, I want you to hashtag daily pay so they know that you all are here with us, okay? And also put in there where you're at. So like Celie, our Miss Black USA, Paris, Dr. Vernita, like where are you? Like hashtag daily pay, and where are you at? So people can see that we're women all across the globe, that we come together. But we've got excellent systems. So when you start with us, the business works in really 3 simple steps. We're going to teach you exactly what to post. And when I say exactly, I literally mean exactly. We're going to give you sample imagery of what you can post, and then captions of what you could use. Now, you don't have to use that exactly, but we've got the systems literally already created for you where you can just plug and play. Okay. And so what I love about this is the systems, because that means you don't have to figure it out. Just like the ladies who worked with Madam CJ Walker, they didn't have to figure it out. Okay. So we've got systems already set up for you. The point of sale is taken care of. So here's all the things you don't have to deal with in starting your own business. And you can get started with us today and have a global e-commerce business before the sun goes down, and be in position actually today to start making an income by tomorrow.
Get paid tomorrow.
By tomorrow. Isn't that's exciting to me. That's exciting.
It's real.
So you don't have to deal with the point of sale, meaning you don't have to deal with Visa, MasterCard, or American Express and taking cards and you don't have to deal with that. You're given a website. You're given apps where your customers are going to go through it secure as well. You don't have to deal with fulfillment. That means you don't have to be in the back in your garage shipping products out. Fulfillment is a whole thing. Like how you're going to get the product to people.
It's a whole thing. You don't have to worry about none of it.
You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about customer service, returns, refunds, or exchanges. You're not going to have to get the product back, mail them a shipping label. you don't have to go on to find their card and deal with Amex. You don't have to deal with any of that. There are no URL fees, right? So there's no ongoing fees for you being able to have your own storefront. There's no inventory management. That means you don't, because right now you've got your own line of products, which are phenomenal, by the way.
Yes.
But you have to deal with, okay, I got to reorder this, I got to reorder that.
Everything.
See,
everything.
There's no processing fee. So if you do have a business, you know that when you take a card from somebody, there's processing fees, right? That Amex and Visa, MasterCard, they want their cut. You don't have to worry about that. Your commission, what you receive, is yours regardless of how many fees are taken out. No shipping fees and no ongoing fees. So what we do, we get started with what's called an XM pack, and the person who invited you here can walk you through how to get started with our team. They can also talk with you about two things. They can talk with you about your wellness journey, right? And if that's where you want to get started, that's great. If you want to get started on our team and start your wellness journey, if you've been praying and looking for both at the same time, it's fine to get started with both, because when you do get started, you're going to get what's called an XM pack. So it's about $359 to start, and that comes to about $1.09 a day to have your own global business, right? But you're also getting amazing products that you'll be able to use and experience for yourself while also sharing with others. Now, mind you, your success isn't based off of just on what the products do for you. Actually, your success isn't based on that at all. It's really about connecting people with the things that they're looking for and that will help them. And we've got everything you need. The only thing that we can't give you is your yes, though.
That's right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but we have a special today that really expired yesterday, but I told my team we would extend it today, which is we are waiving the enrollment fee, which is $39. The XM pack of $359 is for your products. If you order one that has the trim in it, and we didn't even tell them about the trim, but if you order one that has the trim in it, it already is going to be $10 off because of a promotion, but it's about the same, a little bit off. But we are covering fees for enrollment for today only.
Ooh.
She didn't know that.
I don't know nothing, y'all.
She's out here lifting up tatas, making sure the booty is tight, doing the mommy makeover.
I'm like, ooh, that's a good deal.
So what I love about Dr. Myla that she's also said is like, I'd rather you first take a tablespoon a day of some collagen or of the trim. And we'll talk about trim as we kind of close out, as opposed to a scalpel first.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're interested in the business, and if one of us invited you, just DM us and we'll get back to you. Whoever invited you here, I want you to text them back right now and say, launch me.
Yes.
Or upgrade my health. Okay. And whichever it is, they will be happy to help you with that, walk you through it, talk you through it, ask you about your health goals. We have a lot more than just the collagen, but collagen is one of the things that I didn't know about as a Black woman.
And it just made so much, it changed my life. It literally changed my life. Like it's just such a, it's life-changing. It's life-changing.
It is the
collagen, anything with the collagen in it, the trim, yeah. Like,
so let's talk about, both of us are mamas, both of us have had babies. Let's just talk about belly fat for a second.
Yes. So I
didn't have belly fat before,
but I did.
So the trim, I've got both of, no, I think my other one is in the fridge. This is the coconut lime. Have you had the coconut lime?
I had it. It's good. Coconut lime is really good. I've had coconut lime, vanilla, and chocolate.
Okay, I've had coconut lime and chocolate. It also comes in lemon and mango. It comes in all 5 of those flavors. It has the collagen we've been talking about. We haven't even talked about the hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is in all the collagens, and this as well, you'll see it says collagen HA mix, the collagen HA. Hyaluronic acid hydrates your skin. So why don't you just say what that does and how it helps your body?
It holds 1,000 times its weight in water. So when you, when hyaluronic acid is applied to your skin, or when we ingest it in this, it helps bring hydration to your skin cells and make them plump like we want them to be. That makes you look younger. It reduces the appearance of fine lines. It reduces the appearance of pores, all that. And it's also a substance that is made in our bodies naturally. It's in our bodies. So one of those things that, you know, we need more of as we get older because we make less of it.
So I see people on here saying their favorite flavor. Dr. Vernita likes mango.
Mango is a hit.
And we actually have another physician. We have another plastic surgeon on our team, Dr. Amaka, who's doing amazing. And a lot of women who are in the physician space, the wellness space, the health space, the medical space. I feel like there's a lot of physicians and people in that space who are entrepreneurial and are wanting to believe bigger and think differently about their income and not have to be tied to surgery or the patient room. So we also have a dentist, Dr. Jamoke. And she talks a lot about how collagen helps strengthen your gums.
Yes.
Healthy gums and teeth. And you posted a picture the other day of a woman, you know, a lot of times when we have acne or breakouts or something going on, we get discoloration in our skin.
And Dr. Amaka had the same problem. And she talks about that a lot, how it helped her skin when she was struggling with her skin. She was using all the expensive medical grade products and she was getting improvement in her skin, but she still would get these breakouts and then it would just set her back. And she said once she started about a month into her taking the collagen, her breakouts completely stopped. So she had said that, and I held that in my head when she said that. I remember that. And then this weekend, one of my customers DM'd me, and all she was taking was trim.
All she took was trim.
Only trim.
So trim is designed to be a fat burner. It's a muscle builder and a fat blocker. And you explained it to us. It's almost like it makes it so the fat's going down the highway and
it blocks it from getting off on the exit. It stays in your bloodstream and then comes out. It doesn't go, like the exit ramps is how you get to the fat stores.
Okay, so it blocks the exit ramp.
And so it blocks.
So it doesn't get to the fat stores. Got it. Okay, I remember. I just remember there's an exit ramp and it stops it, but it's stopping. You can't take the fat exit. Okay, so this is
the fat exit
blocker.
Yes.
She took it for weight primarily.
That's it. That's all she's taking it for.
And then she sends this picture, like her skin had, I mean, it was just, there's so many dark spots you couldn't see the natural color of her skin. Cynthia advanced to gold. I just got a notification. Congratulations.
Here's the other thing, Marshawn.
Cynthia's the one I told you about last night that broke out of her shell this month.
And now she's gold.
Yes.
On the last day of the month. Good job.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
The wrong work.
So you couldn't even really see the coloration of her skin because of all the discoloration.
But here's the really awesome thing. You know, I'm going to bring it back to God all the time, but it's just true. It's another example of faith, taking a reach. When God puts it in your reach, you just have to reach out and grab it, right? She couldn't afford it. She wanted to get both because she's been watching me take both, right? She couldn't afford both.
So most people just say, oh, I can't do it. I exit all the way.
Right. And so she got the trim because she's like, well, I need to lose weight more. And she had already kind of given up on her skin. She wanted her skin to be clear.
Because you get exhausted. I
gave up.
That. You just like, nothing's going to work anyway.
Yep. She gave up on her skin. And so she took that faith move and she took what she had and bought that trim. And the Lord blessed her in more ways than she ever thought, and things that she forgot she even wanted. So her skin cleared up.
That picture was incredible.
It was incredible. When she said that, I tried to video chat her. She was busy, honey. I was like, I got
to see this for myself.
I was like,
So it's because the collagen is in here.
The collagen
and the hyaluronic acid are both in here. And it's like the inside out. Now, I want us to be really clear. We're not saying that God is telling you to order anything from us.
No.
That's not what we're saying.
No.
What we're saying is, I just don't think of things as accidents. I don't think it's an accident that my best friend, my matron of honor in my wedding, Karen, and I are talking about being older, having babies, joint issues, praying about longevity in our bodies. And then a couple of days later, I find out about this, and I'm already thinking about how can I empower more women who don't want to be speakers, authors, and coaches, and then take those who are speakers, authors, and coaches and show them how to create a bigger income. This is a business that you can will to your children and a business that you can sell. So on top of that, just the wellness side of it. So we're just saying, you've got to sense like what really, I thought it was a huge faith move for her to say, you know what? I'm going to do what I can, even if I can't do
That's what she
everything.
did.
I'm going to do what I can. Mm-hmm. And she got more than what she was expecting.
She did.
That's why we do this. This is so exciting. It's exciting when someone says, I've been taking Pure. I'm not saying they got pregnant because of Pure, but they're like, I'm taking Pure and I'm pregnant now. Or people say, I got one 2 days ago. I'm going to post this one because she gave me permission. She's been taking the probiotic. Do you take the probiotic?
Yes. It tastes like
Pixie stick.
Pixie stick. I couldn't get the word out. I take my probiotic.
And there's no sugar in it. It tastes like a pixie stick. It's super sweet. And she was telling me, she said sometimes she didn't go number 2. She didn't go, what do they say, defecate?
Uh-huh.
She didn't go to the bathroom for a week.
That's not good.
Go. It's not good.
That's toxic. You know,
it is. It's so she sent me I had pregnancy constipation.
I did too. Horrible. I think everybody has that. That's terrible.
Did you have to use gloves?
No, but I didn't have 3. I didn't have 3 babies on my rectum. You had 3.
I had iron infusion. I had 3. So did you have to use gloves? And
no, I did not.
Too much. I'm getting way too comfortable with y'all.
No,
but
look, these are mamas on here.
And it's like, this is the real stuff. Nobody told me about this, right?
Mm-mm.
Nobody. So this I take every day, and it keeps you regular. It helps if your gut is working well, right? It's going to help get the collagen to your organs faster and better. Because, and then there's a connection between your gut and your brain. So brain fog, but also your skin, right? It's your toxins, all of that. So as I've been learning more about gut health, the connection to the brain and memory, microbiome. And so I'm not going to be a physician.
Gut health is key. People don't realize how important it is. And a lot of times some of the illnesses that we have in our body is because of the state of our gut. And this is, you know, if you have any, gut health is very important. Like everything goes through your gut. Like, and it's an immune organ. There's a lot of,
I've never
like,
literally the way it's an immune organ.
It is an immune organ. It's an immune organ.
I'm taking notes because I'm always learning.
Yeah. It really, if your gut is weak, so is your immune system.
So everyone's wanting immune health, and we're going out and buying elderberry juice, which I do. I love elderberry, but you really want to focus on the gut and the microbiome. Okay. So we've talked to you about a lot of different things today. There's a couple of things we want you to be aware of that are time sensitive if you're watching this live or on the day that this airs initially. There is a promotion that's happening where you can save $30 off if you get trim bundled with any of the collagens. Okay, any of them, it's $30 off. You're going to save $10 for just getting them together as a bundle.
That's a good savings.
Yes, and then you're going to get $10 off for being a new customer. And wait, there's more. You're going to get $10.
There's more
off for the promotion that's happening. Now it's the end of the month today. So if you order today, you can be eligible to win. We're going to do a raffle. We've been doing a raffle every single night. And whoever invited you here, if you win, they'll contact you and let you know that you won. We're giving away some body firming foam. Looks like this. You can use it to tighten up loose skin. I did a demo this morning on my live stream, how I put it on my belly, and it's helped to even out the skin.
And you put it on your face. I saw you put it on your face.
I do. Yesterday? Every day.
No, I saw you on the live stream do it.
I did it this morning as well.
Okay.
I did it both yesterday and today. So I've been
showcasing. That's a good idea.
I've been giving it away all week.
That's a good idea.
Last night, this morning, I've been showing it off because we're giving so much away. So I put it under, and it helps with the puffiness and bagginess, just a little bit of tightening, but it's got collagen in it and hyaluronic acid. So people are complimenting me for the first time in my life on my skin. I've always had acne, always had oily skin. I always felt like I always had to have makeup on. And, you know, you see Dr. Myla, she would come to our business mastermind meetings when we had a coaching relationship together. No skin, no makeup on, just wearing skin. She said, I came dressed in skin.
That's my money maker.
That's her.
My billboard.
And so she has Ashley Graham. Y'all know Ashley Graham, the supermodel. She's in our mastermind at the time too. Ashley's like, so I saw Dr. Myla, and I was like, what's up with the skin? She comes, the supermodel who gets paid by Revlon, right? Says, what's up with the skin?
She came up to me at lunch, and she was like, hey, how'd you get your skin to do that?
Ashley Graham is on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
She's amazing.
she came when she started with our Godfidence Business School. She had like 300,000 followers. Now she has what, 11 million?
Yeah, she was like she was she was on this part of her curve.
She was just starting. She was just starting to find her voice. Everything
yep.
changes when you find your voice.
That was the key. Yep.
What I'm looking forward to with our team for the month of May is really talking about connecting voice to vision and how vision connects to income. So that has, so that's just a preview of what we're going to be talking about as a team. So anyway, there's promotion that's happening. We've got, let me just tell you really quick recap of what we've discussed today. We've talked about high grade collagen. There's the skin that helps with your skin, hair, nails. And there's the life that helps with your joints and cardiovascular. Both Dr. Myla and I take these every day.
Like those two.
We take these two every day. We also take the probiotic.
Yeah, I take the Core 4.
Tastes like pixie stick.
Mm-hmm.
And then we take the trim.
The Core 4, right? Isn't that Core 4?
That's the Core 4. Mm-hmm. So these are our 4 essentials. Now, she also takes.
I take some other stuff. I got like the Core 10.
I've got the whole supply. We both do.
Yeah.
But she takes
I take Go every day.
She takes Go every day. I'm a little sensitive to Go, so I take the Optimize. It's a tablet I put in my water, but it also has folate and magnesium, and folate is really great
too.
Huh?
I take the Optimize sometimes.
You do? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you don't have it, I would send it to you.
Yeah, I have it. I got a lot of stuff. I like.
If I showed you the box of what I've got over there, I've got the household cleaner. I've
I
got
do too.
the detergent. We've got like it's a whole store. We've got
I like the surface. I like the surface spray to clean the surfaces.
Yep.
Like I love
non-toxic.
Yeah, I love that.
We have there is a Mama Wellness bundle that I put together, and I can share it with you, Dr. Myla, like what I usually send, because I get asked right now, being a new mom, about what's safe. So there's a different variation of the Core 4 that you would want to do. You can take trim while you're nursing, but it's based off the comfort of the mom and your milk supply, because it could cause a dip because it's blocking fat, and milk fat, you could see a dip in your milk production, but not everyone does. I have a mama right now who's 9 months pregnant. She's like, I always have an oversupply, and as soon as this baby comes, I'm getting rid of his belly. So she pre-ordered her trim.
She got her waiting and ready.
Yes. So I know we had we were planning to try to bring on some of our team members, but we're going to do that the next time. But I want to give y'all an update on where we are as a team.
I can't wait to hear.
A few minutes ago, and I was about to be like, oh my gosh. Okay. So we have a goal today. Again, we're a new team, and we hit 1.5 million in revenue trajectory in our first month. We have a goal by the end of today to get to this 200,000 mark, right? This 200,000 mark. And I want to show y'all where we are. Do you see that number right there? How many points away is that?
907.
7 points away.
We got that. We got it in the bag.
But hold on, that was like 25 minutes
we
ago.
actually might be there, because you know how slow it is to update.
That was like 25 minutes
We're probably
ago.
there. Yeah.
So I'm going to refresh my screen.
You know how slow it is to update. Sometimes it takes a few hours. I'm like,
where is it? Refresh my screen. I'm not sure if I'm still logged in or not. So let's see.
Yes, Rashinda said, "Owie, we got this." Yes, we do.
Come on. Why are you not refreshing? I just want to make sure. Let me go to another browser. Okay, here we go. It's coming back on. Oh, okay. It hasn't refreshed yet. I have seen more things come through, but it hasn't updated yet.
I know, so it's going to torture. It'll be like.
It still says we're seven points away, which is basically a bottle of deodorant. So what that means is that any of you who have purchased with us, trusted with us to be able to help you get some of the results that you're hoping and looking for and experiencing, we just want to say thank you for being our customers. Thank you for allowing us to believe in your wellness. And for those of you who also are on our team or are interested in joining our team, we have a lot of people who have been asking over the last 24 hours, which is why I wanted to combine this together. But I think we should do this regularly. Just different.
We should.
And
Yeah.
we're going to coin this collagen and cash flow. So that's exclusive to Team Godfidence. Mama's a lawyer. So
I
we're
mean,
going
you
to do
know,
that.
and
We're
the
going to do
next
it
time you
absolutely.
have me do it with you, I will know all of the doctor stuff about each collagen.
It's okay. I'm an MD. I married a JD. I became an MD.
Dr. Vanita just ordered some deodorant, so we should be straight. That should
Okay.
be the last point.
Okay. And what that means, so Dr. Myla and I hit this milestone. I did it in February? I
Yes,
forget.
you did it in
Platinum Black.
February. Yeah, I think you
Platinum
did it in
Black 2
February.
was last month, March.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
We
you did
hit
it in
Platinum
February.
Black this month,
Mm-hmm.
Platinum Black 2 this month. It was the first time a Black woman globally had ever done that. And then within days later, Dr. Myla does it. And what we're doing with our team is new. It is, we are the fastest growing team that is comprised of this many women of color. But we have women who are not Black, who are not Hispanic, who are Caucasian, and we all flow together because
Our sisters.
we're
Mm-hmm.
sisters.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is the beginning of something dynamic and great. You're going to continue to see us do other things, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are entrepreneurs, we're television, we do other things, but this thing we're excited about.
Mm-hmm.
And
It's
if you're
special.
watching this live, you see the wave. We don't believe just in looking at waves. We're not sunbathers and we're not tiptoers.
Mm-hmm.
We're surfers.
Mm-hmm.
So when you see the wave, it's something that we talk about because we don't just even ride the wave. We've committed to be the wave.
Ooh.
And I want to celebrate this team because we are the wave. Y'all know how impossible those numbers looked 3 days ago when I talked with Dr. Myla last night. We were both like, we just had one more day.
Yeah, we were. Oh, it's April. Dang, we ended that 31st day. No, the Lord was like, no, you didn't.
But isn't it amazing to realize what you're really made of?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it? And I think that the dynamic that's been created in our team
is so good.
Is going to be so epic, so monumental. And welcome to all our new team members. Hi, Kara. Hi, Danita. I saw a couple of you on who just joined today or last night. And so we're going to be embracing you. We look forward to inviting you into the wave. And also thank you to all of our customers. But we're going to pop bottles. We're going to celebrate later. But also get back to the person.
We're going to pop bottles of collagen, baby.
Let me also tell you this. Don't be a tire kicker. Don't waste another woman's time. Don't do that. They got lives too, right? Mm-hmm. So just ask questions. Just ask questions so that someone can help you. And if it's not a fit, let them know, but don't make them even chase you down. Like, let's just show up a little bit differently, right? And if you've had a link sitting in your inbox because they've already sent you links on what you've asked for, just go ahead and purchase and then message them back and say, I went ahead and made my purchase today. I'm excited about my wellness journey. And they're going to get back with you and share some awesome things in terms of your next step, okay? All right, everyone, we've enjoyed this conversation. It went a little longer than we anticipated, but I hope that you enjoyed it. I love this lady. I love our team. I love our vision, but I also love our mutual love for God. And wherever it is that we go, what I'm most excited about is that the banner that goes before us will say Team Godfidence at the front of it. All right? I know that it technically says we're 7 points away.
We are there. She just bought deodorant, Marshawn. We're there.
Oh.
It's just going to take 2 hours for her to show it. That's it. We did it. It's like mathematics.
You know what? It's messing with me now. Look at what it says now. It says 90. Look at this. It just, you know what? We didn't add that right. I thought it wasn't $7. It's okay. We're about 600 away. Let me show you why. Both of us added that wrong. See,
well, at first I thought it said 907 points away. Then when you said 7,
I thought it was 7 points away. That would have just been 100. We have to get, but we are there because of the number of things that came through.
It's gonna.
And even if we didn't, the fact that we were so far away.
We were far away. It was like 30 or 40,000 points away earlier this week, right?
Yes. 35, just 3 days ago.
That's because, okay, this is what you said, and I love it. We don't set goals, we create results.
We don't set goals, we create results.
We wanted 200,000, so we created 200,000.
We did. Okay. All right, y'all. We got to go answer some DMs. We got to follow up some questions. We got to go feed our kids. We got to go make dinner. We got to do all the things that we normally do. But just know we love you. We believe in you. We know the best is within you. Thank you so much for making time today. I'm proud of you and what you're doing. An honor to be building with you. Thank you for being my day one and saying yes.
Thank you for asking me.
You're welcome.
I love you so much.
Love you too. Blessings, everyone. And for those of you who are existing customers, if you're ever curious about like other things, we'd be happy to walk you through that too.